At this time, it is my pleasure this evening to introduce Dean Moores, our Executive Director of our Central Community College Foundation, who will recognize this year's Outstanding Alumni from 2014.
Good evening.
Here you go.
It's my honor this evening to recognize Ross Pesek as the Outstanding Alumnus for the Columbus campus. Ross Pesek is an attorney at the Omaha law firm of Dornan, Lasgard, and Troya. He received his Associate of Arts degree from Central Community College here in Columbus in 2005, a Bachelor of Science degree from Wayne State College in 2007, and a law degree from the University of Nebraska in 2010. While at Central, Ross played on the basketball team and was named to both the All-Conference and the All-American teams, and was also selected as an academic All-American. Most recently, Ross has been recognized by the Nebraska State Bar Association as the Outstanding Young Lawyer of 2013 and by the Nebraska College of Law Alumni Association with their Early Achiever Award. Ross has gained significant experience as a trial attorney in federal and state court and acted as lead counsel of both federal and state jury trials. A native of Omaha, Pesek has become fluent in Spanish through his extensive contacts with the Latino community. Ross's first contact with the Latino community was at Central Community College in 2003 when he met his wife, Karen Coral Pesek. Ross has dedicated himself to serving immigrants in Nebraska by founding a free legal clinic designed to increase access to legal services for Spanish speakers. In 3 years, Ross has provided free legal consultations to over 800 individuals. Ross is the founder of the True Potential Scholarship that provides 5 full tuition scholarships to young immigrants to attend local community colleges. The program fills a specific need because recipients of the scholarship are not eligible to receive public funds based on their specific immigration status. Ross is happy to have partnered with the Central Community College Foundation to make this project a reality. As a community college graduate himself, Pesek is proud to promote community colleges as an avenue to others to reach their true potential. Ross also has a son, Alex, who's 2.5, and Gabriella, who's 1 year old. So it's with my honor and pleasure to congratulate Ross as a 2014 Outstanding Alumnus for the Columbus campus.
Bravo!
Thank you, Dean. My wife told me that I told her I had 6 to 8 minutes to speak, and she told me it better be 6. So I'm getting out a clock to make sure I have I want to talk to you all today about 3 people and 2 things. The people are myself, my wife, Karen, who's also a Central Community College graduate, and my best friend, Jake Dilsaver, who is also a Central Community College graduate from 2005. The 2 things I want to talk to you about are my own insecurities and pride. Let's start with the insecurity. I don't know what everybody else's experiences have been, but when I showed up on the campus of Central Community College, I didn't always receive the kindest of words. It was my family. I wasn't sure that my classes would transfer. My friends who thought that they were receiving a better education because they had better teachers. I'm certain there's a group of people who disagree. Or what I would see on TV about the type of student that allegedly goes to community college. And I always wondered, I was very insecure about it, was I making the right decision to attend the community college? Now I want to tell you about the 3 people. When my wife, myself, and my best friend were graduating from Central Community College, those insecurities were still there. I didn't know personally if I was going to be able to hang with the students at Wayne State College. I didn't know if my friends and my wife would be able to either. But we did. My wife graduated from Wayne State College with a public accounting degree, which should be a 5-year degree in 4 years, and she learned English. She later was able to secure employment at Deloitte & Touche, which is one of the 4 largest accounting firms on the planet, and she found herself jet-setting from Mexico City to New York City, from Atlanta to LA. And as a side note, she was the only one from Wayne State College who was able to secure that employment. Far from closing doors for her, community college education opened doors for her. My other friend, his name is Jake Dilsaber. He was a 2005 graduate. He's from central Nebraska, a farm boy on a Pell Grant here. He went to Wayne State with me as well, and he graduated from Wayne State with a 4.0. He certainly was able to hang with the university students. After he graduated from Central Community College and Wayne State College, he became a police officer in Lincoln. He was the youngest detective on the Lincoln Police Department, law enforcement, Lincoln Police Department, 2 years into his career, and I believe he's on the fast track to be the youngest sergeant on the Lincoln Police Department. Once again, being a community college graduate opened doors for me, proved all of the doubters wrong. As for myself, which I can speak in a little bit more detail to, after Wayne State College, I continued to hear that maybe I wouldn't be able to get into law school. I continued to doubt myself, that maybe I wouldn't be able to hang with the law college crowd, and that was incorrect as well. I was able to graduate at the top of my law class. I was able to get jobs at all of the largest law firms, and eventually I started my own practice. And over the time of being wrong so often about the doubts I held for myself, and everybody that ever doubted the value of a community college education being so completely wrong, I began to change. And that's what I'd like to talk to you about last, is the pride that has grown within me over the last 10 years for having graduated from Central Community College. The pride that I got to go to college for a quarter of the price of my friends who thought that their teachers were so much better. That I didn't have the loans that enabled me to open my own business. That allowed me to be able to open a free legal clinic and give back to my community by starting a scholarship fund. If there's one thing I could say to all of you, is to skip all that stuff in the middle and be proud today. And be proud forever of the fact that you're a Central Community College graduate. From myself and the class of 2005 that I'm going to speak for, those 3 people, congratulations, and have pride in what you've accomplished today. Thank you.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you, Ross, and you certainly do make us proud to have been associated, be part of your success as well as to Karen and your friend as well. At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Jason Morrison to come forward.